Welcome to the most horsepowerful podcast on the internet, the Xbox Drive. Before we get this show on the road, please take a moment to like, subscribe, and ring that bell on YouTube, and leave a 5-star rating or review on your podcatcher of choice. If you want to continue the conversation after the show, make sure you join the Carpool Gaming Discord. For exclusive content and all the Carpool shows in one simple feed, head over to patreon.com/carpoolgaming. Finally, head over to carpoolgaming.com for all of your merch needs. Now, with all that out of the way, you better buckle up, Buttercup, because it's time for the Xbox Drive.
Greater than X.
Hi, hello, hi, it's me, the Lockleth, as a guest, but also doing the intro because I have beer and it's fun. And hello, how is everyone doing today?
We're doing awesome.
We're doing great. Mitch, how are you?
Doing great. I'm doing great. But that's how we're starting the show.
That's wonderful. Balza, how are you doing today?
I'm here for this energy. This
awesome.
is exactly
Love
what
to
I needed.
See it. Well, I'm great. Thanks for asking.
This is what happens with the two people who normally do the intro are just AFK and gone.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. I
They're off
volunteered.
doing whatever. Yeah,
I volunteered
she did.
to do this, so you're
It was
welcome.
perfect.
You're
You're
welcome.
welcome.
I'm just
Everybody
here's
clip
the
it in the
talent.
chat.
You're
clip
welcome.
it. Yep. Love it.
We're good
Oh,
at replacing people around here. What can I say?
I'm
Yeah.
just all over the place.
I mean, here's the thing that's scary. I'm happy to have a job still, right? Because you ladies killed it last week. I'm just want to throw that out there. You know, y'all killed it. And I was like very concerned of like whether or not I would have a job or not. And then I went on Indeed for co-hosts of podcasts about Xbox. And it's a slim market. It's a slim market.
Sure.
And like I tried. I was like, guys, I've been on episodes of a successful show. And they were like, yeah, but we want the talent that was there last week. And I'm like, damn it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I try. I just
You know
couldn't-
what
I just-
your
I'm-
saving grace is?
What's that?
Time zones.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Time zones are great.
Time
Although it's
zones
like-
are working in your favor right now.
I guess
'cause
so.
We can't get the koala from down under every week, you know?
That's true. That's true. Technically, you could. She's awake now. She's she's
And
there.
Speaking of which, she's in chat, but
Hi.
is now.
See, what if she started waking up specifically by this time to start being on the show in case? You know?
Yeah.
She's like, oh no, like no one can be there, and like she just shows up
yep.
and she pops out of some bush or something, and she's like, hello. You know what I mean? Just like that. I don't care. That was
Do
spot
that
on.
ever again. Don't do that ever again. Don't do that.
That was a perfect impression. Oh God. Oh
yeah.
no.
Sure.
Oh no.
Not
I
her
upset her.
koala
She's
ears.
really gonna take my job now. Great.
See?
No,
Okay.
she didn't upset her. She just knew that you were beckoning for her to be on the
Yep.
show to replace you. In fact, I would say you should watch out for Fulia more than myself because she was wearing your hat.
Thank
the
you
way.
for bringing that up so much because you made a comment to her that
I
made her
did.
take it off.
I did. I'm not ashamed.
I leave.
No
I can't even
regrets.
be away. I just want to point out something. I'm going to say this to everybody right now. Seth, you watching? Booyah. Ryan, you watching? Because y'all talked about me on the Campfire Show like I wouldn't hear it. But guess who listens to the podcasts now? This
You're just
guy.
behind.
I'm just behind. So I just want to throw it out there. Y'all
Listen
run
3
your
weeks
mouth at-
later. Okay, get it right. A
Hey,
month later,
hey,
he listened
hey,
to it.
hey.
Okay.
They said I wouldn't listen to it for a year. I just want
That's
to say
true.
that.
That's true.
Thank you. Thank you. So I listen to it at the gym now. So if y'all want to run your mouth about on a podcast on Patreon that I might not listen to, watch out now.
Hey,
I might
Mitch,
get it a month
hey,
later,
Mitch.
but I'll get
Hey,
it. What's
Mitch,
that?
do me a favor real quick. Calm down.
Mhm.
Okay.
You were just
All right.
saying, hey, Mitch, and it's funny because I just read the newest Hunger Games book, which was all about Hey, Mitch. So now I'm like, my brain's broken, and now Mitch is Hey, Mitch.
Wow.
Buenos comms.
All right, go on.
I don't like hearing my voice while my voice is speaking.
Shut your mouth. Yes, you do.
No, I
Bowser,
hate
what
it.
do you Bowser, what are you geeking out about?
Well, I'm sure both of you already know this, but maybe not everyone does. I had a rough week. I was
no.
on travel for work, which I knew, and I knew I was going to miss the Switch 2 Direct. But on Tuesday, I was violently ill in a hotel room. Like, it was bad times for your girl. But
That's awful.
I survived Tuesday, right? Wednesday, I had to go sit through the meetings the second day of meetings that I'm supposed to be at, and then drive over 4 hours home. So my geek out is adaptive cruise control, because that's what we had going on, baby.
We're going
I
back
got
to
on
the car.
interstate.
Okay.
I got
Got
on
it.
the interstate and set my speed limit and just held on.
I wish I was lying to you. Adaptive cruise control is chef's kiss for driving.
Oh,
you
yeah.
just, as a guy who drives Uber for extra money, right? Literally, I hit a button and I just kind of make sure I don't go off the road. You know what I mean? Otherwise, I don't have to it's amazing how well it works. Lockleth.
Hey, Mom. Because you had to Google how to lift the hood. I apparently of my car. Talking about vehicles. I don't know what you're talking about when you say adaptive cruise control. You're talking about
So
the
what it
regular thing
does-
on your steering wheel, or is this a step up from that?
It's a step up from that. So regular cruise control, you set it for, say, 65, and it just keeps you at 65.
Yes.
Adaptive cruise control takes into account the car in front of you. So it
Got
will
it.
maintain
So
a
I'm
gap
too
and slow you
poor to have
down.
this. Okay, got it. Cool. Got
We
it.
now understand who has a good car and who doesn't. It's
Mine
okay.
has a cracked
Aw.
windshield still.
Yeah.
Bowser has seen it. It's still
Your
there.
car was it was having its own issues on
It was
our
rough.
cross crunchy trek.
Got
Had
it.
one headlight. In fact, the song "One Headlight" played at work today.
Hey,
Oh,
Now you're gonna think
comeback.
of me every time.
Every
Yep.
time. Yeah.
There you go. Yeah, adaptive. Yeah, the best thing about adaptive cruise control, if you're doing 80 and the car in front of you is doing 60, normal cruise control doesn't care, and it'll just
It'll
run
just
into
me
them.
right into him. Yep.
Right. No, adaptive cruise control is great. Also, I rented a car like 2 years ago, I think. It had like the lane assist with
Yeah.
it, so it captured. You really just got to stay awake and pay attention a little bit. It does the rest for you. It's pretty awesome.
The problem with those ones, though, like they get really finicky if you're not
Mhm.
holding onto the steering wheel enough.
True.
Like you have to almost try to steer out of the lane occasionally for it to know that you're still holding on.
Yeah.
I'm glad this is carpool gaming, because otherwise this would be so weird to be talking about right now.
I mean, it's a good geek out. It's solid. When I found out my car had it, I was stoked. I was like, let's
Yep.
go. So good.
Mine does not. Mine doesn't have heated seats, no heated steering wheel. I'm just a peasant, man.
It's okay.
You know?
It's fine.
We still made
You're
it
locked-
across the country.
You did. It
Did its
got
job.
from across the country. That's the exactly. Hey, here's a question. Is it paid off?
It is. That's the only reason.
That's the best part of the car.
it's-
That's the best
Yep.
car ever. Is it paid off?
Those are the
I'm
best
just saying.
kinds.
Those are the best kinds. I don't care what condition it's in. Is it paid off? Yes. Best car on the planet. I'm just saying.
It's an
Those are the
8-year-old
best ones.
car.
There you go. That
So-
works. Nothing wrong with that. That's proper geek out. What about you, Lockleth? What are you geeking out about?
I'm geeking about jobs because I have one now. While others don't have a job or are in between, I have a job, and this was my first week back. It was pretty great. Very stressful in regards to having to learn new things. So talking about vehicles and transportation, it's a logistics job. So this is all
Ooh.
brand new for my little baby pigeon brain. So my brain can only handle so much, and it's been on overload all week. That's why I have beer now. I promised myself that I would make it the whole week without one. And it's Friday, y'all. So the weekend has begun.
Was it staring
So-
at you when you got home? Was it like, we're gonna have some fun tonight?
Did Tammy
was-
have one out on the counter, like already poured for you?
No,
Right.
Tammy was looking for some for herself, and then I was like, "Oh yeah, I need to go grab one for the Xbox Drive," because I said I was going to have one on the show. So I had
Very
to go
nice.
to the garage
Rash.
fridge and get
Oh,
a
yeah.
couple of them out of there. Yeah,
That's classic. Gotta have
What,
the
the-
fridge in the garage.
I have
Yeah.
a fridge in my garage.
Oh yeah, love
look
it.
at
love
you.
it.
It's where the
And-
good
and-
stuff's
It's
at.
full of every other soda besides the ones I drink because I have my own fridge.
I
in
was
here
like,
for
you have
me.
your little mini
Yep.
fridge
Oh
over
yeah.
there too.
Oh yeah. I got my own stuff here. Absolutely. Absolutely.
That's where all the beer and pop goes. The garage fridge.
Yeah.
My
Mine's just
parents
full of
have
Monster
two.
and Dr Pepper Zero Sugar. That's all mine is.
I don't have adaptive cruise control, but Tammy and Jamie, they got 3 fridges.
Dang.
And like
Living the high life.
not small ones, like
I must be a poor because I only have
big
2.
ones.
You know what I mean? I
Yeah,
only
you're
got 2. You
poor.
got-
You know, you
I'm a
haven't lived
poor.
until you have at least 2 in your garage, you know?
Right. Right. 100%.
All I got's a mini fridge in the garage.
There you go.
That works.
Better
too.
than nothing.
Big facts. Absolutely better than nothing. Can't complain about that.
But that's my
Mitch.
geek out. New job.
What are you geeking about?
I weighed myself on April 1st, and since February 1st, I lost 31 pounds. So that's
Holy
cool.
mackerel.
Yeah.
It's a huge accomplishment.
Thank
That's
you.
really
Appreciate
good.
it. So yeah, that's mine. Nothing exciting. Just I lost weight. That makes me happy. Let's just say this shirt fits better.
Yeah.
There you go.
I was
That's
like,
the best
hey, I was like, skinnier Mitch can fit in this shirt on the shelf. Yeah, in my closet. Yay. No, that part's cool. Yeah, and then to treat myself, I just went to Red Robin yesterday. Oh, another geek out. Al was in town. One of my best friends was in town. So we hung out. We got some food a couple times. We had a boys' night out. It was Buzz, Dame, and Al at the Red Robin. Dame brought his
Sounds dangerous.
kids. They're delightful. They're delightful kids. They're well behaved. They you know what's crazy? Sometimes when like adults are having dinners, like kids chime in, and you're like, ugh, what is this? What does this kid want? Mila, his daughter, is adorable. And she's just like, I like Roblox. And we're all just like, oh, you do? What do you like? All of us didn't care. We were all just like super, like, his kids are awesome. So yeah, we had a great time. And then yeah, like lots of discussions there, but it was fun. That was my geek out. Friends and losing weight. Boom.
I lost 4 pounds in like one day. Do not recommend. 0 out of 10.
So to point out, I'm doing it through diet and exercise. She did it through violent illness.
I mean, there was some exercise involved. My core
Her
hurts.
core muscles
It was
were
literally
engaged.
this motion.
It's okay. But
Buenas comms.
it's totally fine.
I hate it.
Oh God.
I'm glad you're feeling better though, for real.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
So I think like I somehow got things in my lungs in the whole
Oh,
process
no.
of this. Like my lungs hurt.
Not vom lung.
Yeah. I got
Oh
vom lung.
God. No
It's
one.
bad,
Can you
yo.
imagine vom lung?
Guys,
I
we'll delete
don't
the
have
bot
to
for you guys,
imagine
so you
it.
don't hear that again. Don't worry.
No, I'm talking to the people listening. Can you imagine vom? Just a cute little vom in your lungs,
Yeah. Yeah. It was
That
not
sounds
good for your girl.
Awful. Oh, I bet.
I believe you.
I
I
bet.
believe you.
No, thank you.
But fortunately, when all that was happening, you know who did not show up at my door?
Housekeeping.
Housekeeping lady did not show up. Thank goodness. I had the do not disturb sign out, and she respected it. Oh my goodness. Thank you to everyone who supports us over at patreon.com/carpoolgaming. Especially thank you to our new Patreon supporters, Solo at the gold member tier, and this one came with a phonetic spelling.
Yes, please say it correct, please.
Yashua at the exclusive tier. Thank you very much to Solo and Yashua. I'm very excited about that. Some of the recent Patreon content you can find there at the exclusive tier and up is Garrett's Pants episode, which is out right now. And next up, coming Sunday, you will hear Mitch. Mitch is over here.
Hi. Mitch from the Xbox Drive. Yes.
There was also a new episode of the mini indie van in early access on Patreon, so pop a free trial if needed and give it a listen so you can hear the Lockleth and Fulia herself talking about all those great indie games.
I'm all over the place. I said
She's
this already.
everywhere.
I'm literally in your closet. Look right now.
Well, then why don't you come sit beside me?
I wish. That would be great.
So you aren't really there.
No, I'm not. I lied.
No.
I do that sometimes. If you played Lockdown with me.
A fibber.
Yeah.
Great.
Yep. You
Great
went
job.
from being on break to being on literally everything.
Literally. Like, I went from 0 to 100 real quick.
Yep.
She wanted to make up for
Great.
lost time.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. Yep. Just a reminder again that Apple is charging people extra if you subscribe on Patreon through the app on iOS. So don't do that. Make sure you use a web browser and save yourself some money because that money doesn't go to us. It goes to Apple. And they have enough. Thank you.
They do.
Thank you for
Clearly.
coming to my TED Talk. As a reminder, you can always go to carpoolgaming.com for your merch needs, and you can gift merch to Twitch chat anytime we're live on Twitch. And I think that's it.
Housekeeping.
The housekeeping lady is gone. Get out of here.
By the
Mitch.
way, big appreciation to her, by the way, last week for doing that
Do you
when I
like-
wasn't there.
Do you
I like
I
that. I was like,
represented you,
yes.
Yeah.
but
thankfully.
also try to steal your job. Yeah.
100%.
Let's
It's
see
fine. Yeah. Who did it better? Put it in the comments in the YouTube.
I mean,
That's called engagement. Do
Yeah.
it.
Yeah. Who's your favorite housekeeping lady?
Who's your favorite housekeeping lady? Hold on. I just want to point out something. I'm going to hit the same button. Are you ready?
We're listening.
Housekeeping.
It's the same
It's the
thing.
same audio file.
It's the
same
same.
picture.
It's
Yep.
the
Yeah.
same picture. 100%.
It's the same picture.
I love it
Good
so much.
Lord. I'm glad you did.
All right, Mitch, have you been playing any video games this week?
So I was gone last week. So yeah, I've been playing some video
Well, I
games
guess the
over
last
time.
2 weeks. Whatever.
Yeah, last 2 weeks. Yeah. So guess what? It's more than Apex. Did I play Apex though? Yeah, I definitely did. I played some rank Apex last week. That was fun. As far as it goes, so what else have I been playing? I'll talk about all the other stuff I've been playing besides Apex. Big shout out. I played Split Fiction with Queen based off Bowser's recommendation.
Yeah.
And I will tell you right now, that game is amazing.
I told you.
It's so good. I was just like, hey, Queen, we should, like, Queen was actually one who brought it up to me. She was like, yo, what game is Bowser talking about? And I sent her a link, and I'm like, I'll buy it. I don't care. We'll play it. It'll be fun. And it was another reason for me to buy more Steam games so I can play it on my Steam Deck later if I want to. So I was like, yeah, let me just buy that. So I got it, and it is very much, if you played It Takes Two, it's very similar as far as just like, it is peak couch co-op. It is literally like that company has gotten that dialed down so well. The characters so far are cool. I think we got through 2 chapters of it. We got back to the fantasy stuff after sci-fi. So you start there and go back to it. But so many just funny, weird things. There's a level where he plays pigs. I'm not going to tell you what happens in it. It's hilarious, and I'll just encourage you to play it on your own. It's the ending, let's just say, big twist. Didn't know where that was going. Hilarious. There's also my favorite part of the game. There was like, there's just some really cool visuals. Like, there's a picture of, oh, hey, speaking of Queen, there you go.
Yep, Queen's
Hello.
here.
There was some moments where we were like, there was some really cool screenshot moments of like in the sci-fi world where like you're basically on one side of a platform, the other person's upside down based off their abilities on the other side, and you're running. Like there's some really cool like absolute camera mode like style screenshots that are like really awesome wallpapers. There's a moment where you have to like, you're on this bike, and there's like, I don't want to spoil it, but it literally, I laughed so hard. I'm like, there's no way this is in this game. And it's just, it's a moment, let's just say somebody hands you a phone and says, do something real quick. And the other person has to do something on a phone. And it's definitely not what you think you should be doing in a video game on a phone.
Yeah, you shouldn't be driving and using a phone.
No. One person's driving, and she's like, she goes, hey, you need to hack this here, and hands the other person behind her who's doing nothing a phone and goes, okay, cool. It was unexpected, and we paused it, and we were just laughing hysterically. It is so damn fun. And anybody, like I said, if you only one person has to buy the game, would shout out to them, because again, they easily could sell twice as many copies of this game if they just made everybody buy it who wanted to play. Right. But they don't. And that game already sold, I think, 2 or 3 million copies. Like, it's already up there as far as just, it's so much fun. And we were cracking up so hard. We absolutely were, Queen. It was the best. And shout out to Bowser. She's the one who recommended it. I knew, like I said, based off when you were talking about you guys playing it, I knew it was fun. And again, if it was just like It Takes Two, I knew it was going to be fun. I will say so far, I do like the characters of this better than It Takes Two. Because I'm not saying those characters weren't good or anything. It's just a bit. Oh, damn. I mean, you said it.
I didn't even play the game, and those were 2 miserable people that.
But here's the thing. It was the biggest difference, though, was the context of why those characters were the way they were compared to this is a very different situation.
Yeah.
And I do like how these characters kind of bicker back and forth with each other, like, and it's really funny though, because one of them is like more upbeat and outgoing and loud, and the other one's very introverted and quiet and reserved. Funny enough, that's me and Queen. Queen is very introverted, very much like that. The only funny thing is we are playing the characters. I'm playing Zoe. Is she the fantasy person? The more upbeat person? Funny enough, the only thing that's different, I like sci-fi more, and she likes fantasy
Yeah.
more. That's the only thing. Otherwise, it's like we're very much those characters who we're playing. But no, it is seriously a blast. And anybody who like if you know someone who has it, just ask to play it with them. And I guarantee you it. Yeah, there you go. First off, I just want to be clear.
I don't have it. Bowser, are we supposed to play together?
Yes.
You
Yes,
are.
we
are.
I was gonna say I heard that on some podcast. I can't remember which one because I've
Okay.
listened to them now.
Well, I asked her the question for her pants episode if she was
Yeah.
going to play with me.
That's right, because I listened to that because I do that now
Good job.
as a good friend.
Spoilers.
Thank you.
The answer was yes.
Yeah. But like I said, that was we are gonna be playing more of it. I think not this upcoming week, but the week after, and like we're super stoked to finish it and just play as much as we can of it. Tons of like for example, that pig level that I'm talking about, completely side mission.
Yeah,
You don't even
completely
have
optional.
to play it. Completely optional, but at this point, if every optional level is like that, we're doing all of them all the time. It's very good. Lockleth.
Is the pig level Sui cool?
It really is. Thank you
I
very
lived
much.
in Arkansas, so like pig Sui is like a big thing.
Yeah. No, I gotcha.
You're welcome.
There you go. I appreciate that. This is why we have you on the show, Lockleth.
Yeah.
Fulia, by the way, asked, I would also like to play Split Fiction. You got plenty of people who have it, and it's super. I want to point out, does it have separate save data for each like person you play with?
I heard that it doesn't, but you can just do chapter select.
Sure.
So if you just remember where you finished off with that person,
Just
then
finish
you're
a full
fine.
chapter with them, and then you
Yeah.
can. Yeah, that makes
Yeah.
sense.
And I'm assuming the chapters are pretty much the breakdown between jumping back and forth with the stories. Is that
I assume. I didn't actually look at it.
you didn't see where the chapter breaks were or anything?
No. The
Okay.
the chapter breaks are when you come out of the fictional worlds.
Right.
You're,
Right.
like,
So when
in
you
the-
jump
the
back
real-
and forth.
Yeah.
Okay, got
So
it.
between
So-
going sci-fi and fantasy.
And by the way, the actual real story of it, not the sci-fi or the fantasy stuff, also intriguing. Like, that's some crazy concept and idea. So, yeah, like I said, I'm very happy that Bowser recommended it. And then, like I said, if you guys know anybody out there who has it, please go play it. It is awesome. The only thing that's weird, you are split screen the whole time, but at the same
Not
time,
the whole time.
there are some moments where you're kind of like on the motorcycle one, for example. You're not split
Yeah.
screen there because you're literally on the same bike.
Or like when you said when one person can be like running on top of something and the
That's
other
true.
person underneath, some of those things. It's actually pretty neat. They do the transitions pretty seamlessly.
Really well, yeah.
Yeah.
But like I said, I mean, just literally top-notch co-op game.
Yeah.
It's on the level of It Takes Two, even though some people hated the characters. I totally get it. Context of it.
I just didn't like
Um,
the story.
What's
I
that?
haven't played it either. I said I didn't like the story of It Takes Two, and I didn't play it either.
Well, like, yeah, I was just, I mean, like I said, it was a very different story. This one just seems overall just better in every way that I've played so far. So I'm super excited about it. The other things I was playing, which I mean, I'm going to say I'll play this and I'll talk about the last game, which we all have played. I just want to point out, I played COD yesterday. Warzone got its update where Verdansk came out. And I just want to point out something. Call of Duty Verdansk, that was like basically pandemic. It literally came out the March that everything shut down. So like it was the pandemic game that got me playing games with Buzz again. Got me. It was cross-platform.
it's your Animal Crossing.
That's
It's
what
my
I was
Animal
thinking.
Crossing, exactly. Some people had Animal Crossing. I had
Bowser
Warzone.
knows. Bowser
Yep.
knows.
But the fact that basically they just did the OG Fortnite route, right? But at the same time, it is literally, in my opinion, saving that game because it is taking all these people, not just me, but like content creators who have all those memories of that and are just bringing everybody back in. Like yesterday, I saw a stream of Tim the Tatman, Nick Merckx, and Cloaksy, which again, during the pandemic, that's who I was watching every day play it. And Block was like, who the hell are any
I
of
don't
those
know who
people?
those people
It's okay.
are.
But like I was watching that stream and I immediately was just like, oh my God, this is just everything's pitch perfect. They did the cool thing I will say is they didn't just take the map and put it in the game. They redid the assets of like all of it being up-res, the lighting's different. But
Can you omni move?
the Omni move, yes. Yep, that's exactly the marketing, by the way. The person who said it, he goes, we have Omni move.
Just go
Just
around a
like
corner
that.
and also
Yeah, yeah.
slightly tilt.
Yeah, exactly. But no, it is so fun. And basically what's funny is all the things that people disliked about all the updates they did to Warzone, they just reverted all of them. They were just like, we're
Good.
giving you everything like it was before, minus a lot more guns because they're still trying to continue all the COD stories from Black Ops 6. But they're basically just like, where all the stuff is, the way weapons used to work back in the day, this, and they're just making all these changes, and everybody's just like, yes, please keep doing this. And I will tell you, the short amount of time that I did play it yesterday before I went to dinner, did not run across a cheater, which is good. That's the main problem with COD, and that was a big problem and why pretty much all of us stopped playing it. Yep. And yeah, like that's what I'm playing this weekend. I'm not playing Apex.
Well,
Yeah,
Wow.
exactly.
Wow. Someone clip that right now. What?
Yeah, what? No, I am so excited to play a Call of Duty again with the same crew I played with during pandemic times, and I'm very excited to play it. So, yeah. And then
You're gonna play with my arch nemesis.
yeah, an arch nemesis. By the way, Buzz is a lovely man. He is a family man. He has a job. He provides.
I get it.
He's great.
I get it. But he also
So
killed
many-
me in lockdown,
so
and he's my
many
nemesis. Okay.
So many
right?
people are like,
Enemies.
he's my arch
Mortal
nemesis. You,
enemies.
Zerg, which makes sense.
Okay.
That checks out. But no, like so many people were
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
oh, my enemy Buzz. I'm like,
Yeah.
the hell did my friend do to you guys? He didn't do anything.
He killed me.
he's
Enough
too
said.
good at being the bad guy. That's what.
He is deceptively good. He's really good.
Yes, that's why.
All I
You
did
think,
was
"Oh,
square
Buzz
up
is a
to
nice
him in
guy."
lockdown, and he thought I was the bad guy, and he killed me.
Yeah.
He didn't give me 2 seconds to even say a word.
I want to point out something. If we're going off of people who kill each other in video games, the first game of Lockdown that I edited had someone kill me. I just want to point that out. I won't say who it was.
It was Buzz. It wasn't me.
You're a damn liar and a
Buzz's
bad
fault?
one. Yeah. No, we're not doing Buzz's fault. We're not doing that. But no, like I said, that was yeah, we're gonna be playing a lot of that. And then the last game that I'll talk about, which if I can read correctly, I think everybody played this, Repo, which heads up, just want to throw this out there. Anybody who's watching this live, Lockleth, as soon as this stream ends, she is gonna be live on her channel where we are gonna go play Repo.
If you want to see me live on the internet crying and
Yeah,
screaming,
y'all want to see that? Go
Please
ahead,
join.
check it out. But like Repo is a Lethal Company style game. Go and collect items, but it's got a bunch of spooky things in there. A bunch of things that
not spooky. They are scary. Like, they are freaking scary. What are you talking about? Something called a Reaper? Excuse me? The face that looks like Voldemort coming at you? Hell no. That thing is terrifying. I hate it.
it's. I mean, like I said, it's cool though because, like I said, there's the spooky element, there's the hiding element. There are some mods that are already out there that make the game infinitely crazier, like with costumes and things like that you can do, which we will get into that one day.
Yeah, another time.
Not today.
I'm not prepared.
Not yet. But let's just say you could have costumes where you can have Pokemon outfits on and stuff like that, and it just makes your characters look
Aw,
funnier.
cute.
Exactly.
I didn't know that was a thing.
She's like, can we set up mods beforehand? Sorry now. She's like changed her whole mind. She's like delaying the stream. We're setting up mods.
No. We're just doing vanilla repo. It's fine.
Vanilla repo. Also the character models are awesome. They're great. They're just so funny. When you talk, it's just like the whole head does the South, like the bob.
It's the Canadians in South Park.
It's
That's
the
literally
Pez
what it
dispenser
is.
head that just
Yeah.
bounces up and down. The eyes,
really
whoever's
great.
talking, they just shoot over the direction of that person.
It's really
Like,
great. There was
it's-
a moment where Fia and I were just looking at each other on Mitch's stream, and I like watched like our interaction. And, like, we weren't talking, but our characters were close enough that they were just like side eyeing each other. It
Yeah,
was funny.
super side eye.
It was
yeah.
so funny.
Yeah. But yeah, like that, like I said, it's another one of those games that I hope continues to have legs. I do also, just a heads up, do want to go back to Lockdown in between
Yeah.
time. Because Lockdown added a wink option where you can now wink at
Yeah, it
people.
did.
And I'm like, I told Buzz that, and Buzz is like,
Both eyes.
oh,
Yeah.
you can?
You can
Both
individually
eyes.
control your eyes. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. I
I
told
had to
Buzz
map
that.
my
He's like,
controls.
I told Buzz, and he's like, the hell you gonna be winking for, bro? I'm like,
Oh,
I'm
you
like,
know.
well, what if you're like, you gotta do that over exaggerated wink, like,
You're
yeah, like do that.
You're winking at the ones like Fee who spent $10 on that DLC pack to look like a Goral.
Oh yeah, you are.
Looking like
So,
a
yeah.
snack.
So I'm very interested in playing more Lockdown as well. Which, by the way, the only thing I will say about Repo that I'm like kind of bummed out about is the fact that Repo is locked at 6 players.
Yeah.
Especially if you have larger communities.
Oh.
You can mod that out. Yeah. Apparently Lockdown you can mod out to have 16 players. I heard that. Yeah.
That sounds like
chaos. That sounds chaos. That sounds evil.
You have like 4 dissonants. Like
just see, like the one thing, like Bowser had mentioned this, I think on my stream, is that they talked about how they finally balance, right? Like how long tasks take compared to how many descendants, compared to how quickly people die. And that's why, like, you didn't even play at Lockleth when the gun was free just everywhere.
Yeah,
you could just
get a gun off the shelf and start.
I wasn't on it then.
So I started blasting.
Yeah, and I started blasting.
Now you get to play a game of Wordle to get the gun out. That's my fave.
Yeah. Yeah. My favorite too is when I show her how to do it and then I get stabbed for it. That's the best part.
I was the dissident and like I was like trying to kill time while Stingray was off killing people. Literally. And I'm like, oh, okay, well, let's figure this out.
And then I just get stabbed in the back of the head and I big mad death slam.
You weren't big mad. That's Apex. That's different.
Yeah.
Hence why you're playing COD instead.
That's very true. But no, like I said, Repo is super fun. I do want to get more reps in it. Only thing I'll say is, like, when you die, say if like there's one person left, it can get to the point where you're like, dude, this sucks. Like,
okay,
it sucks.
Okay, I'm the only one survived. I'm having to do all the work, and all y'all are bored.
Just saying, I'm bored.
I have the whole weight of our lives on my back. I'm just a girl, and I'm out here trying to find gems and escape from the shotgun guy. Okay, sorry that I have a job and you died. Okay, I'm sorry.
Wow. Anyways, no, like I said, that's the only part of it that is like, I'm not just saying in general. If there's only one person alive and you're dead, that's like. Because it takes a lot to get you back in certain situations, especially with how...
I'll just self-destruct next time.
Sounds good. No, but like with for example, how finicky it is when you pick up something.
Yeah.
I mean, you're notorious for picking up a vase and just dropping it instantly.
Listen, I
there's $2,000 gone. Guess
I broke a china shop, according to Fee. Those are her exact words.
Yeah. So like I said, that part's the part that's a little bumming. But otherwise, like, again, that just makes you really have to lock in and not die. You know what I mean? Like, you really have to try your hardest not to die. Also, the voice chat, the prox chat, like, causing problem with the enemies is also funny.
Yeah, they can hear you. And some people, aka Mitch, can't be quiet and they get shot.
Yeah, we found that out. We have a problem, and we like to talk when we're in voice chat.
Well, it took Mitch and I too long to figure that out, to be fair. Like, we would talk from across the way.
I talked a bunch of crap to that guy with the shotgun.
You did. You called him names.
I called him out. I was under the chair, and I'm like, man, you can't shoot me, you piece of trash. And then that guy was like, who's this? And just blasted me away. And I'm like, guess he can see you. Same thing with the alien. The alien, all of a sudden, I'm underneath. Me and Bowser, we ran across that alien. We're like, we're safe. We're underneath this. Whoa. I'm like, are we? And then we just both died. I'm like, yeah, exactly.
Y'all weren't safe, but me, who challenged the aliens, they ran away from me.
Yeah.
The one that made me the most mad, the Rugrat.
Those made me. That killed me. They killed me with a vase, and I was dead first. That made me so upset.
I don't even care when they're throwing stuff at me. They're just breaking all my stuff.
They're breaking all the valuables.
All of the valuables.
I was dying because y'all were like, "You're gonna lose your iPad time," and I about died when y'all said that to the babies. Oh my god.
So no, and like I said, we haven't even gotten super far. I mean, I don't know how wild it gets later down the road. I don't know what kind of combo enemies you got dealing with right there, but I am looking forward to playing more of that. And like I said, for anybody who's listening live, we're going to play it. Also, Friday nights, just want to throw this out there. Again, carpool for the foreseeable future. Friday nights are community nights, right? We're going to play Repo. We're going to play Lockdown, Fall Guys, Fortnite, whatever. We don't know what the hell we're playing until kind of that day, depending on how many people are on. But if you guys want to hang out and play some games with us, go do that. Have some fun. It's super fun. So, yeah.
Join us. Join us. It's fun over here.
Exactly.
One
exactly.
of us. One
One
of us.
of us. One of us. The amount of like repo and lockdown copies that Mitch has sold
Yeah.
from these
Well,
community nights.
my favorite thing is it was my game of the year, and I asked people, would you be interested in playing this? And if they said yeah, I gifted them the game. And I'm like, please just
me.
play this game. Yeah, you're one of them.
I didn't buy repo either. Thank you, Mom.
Must be nice. But no, you know, certain people who don't like the game, I won't mention who said they don't like the game and would never play it. But it's you're missing out. I get the
It's just
concept
fun.
of the game. Here's the thing too. I think if you don't like lockdown and the whole lying aspect of killing friends and stuff, repo is the exact opposite of that. That is literally like a collaborative. You have to work together to get through that. And there's really, you could be a dick and backstab people if you want and just make your life worse. Because again, if somebody else dies, your life is infinite. It's just gradually harder and harder the less people are around. Whereas lockdown, even if people die, sometimes you can get some stuff done by yourself.
Even if you try with one other person to get all of the tasks done, you still lose.
Yeah, especially when Fee sits in the corner and just stares at you.
Fee was no
menacingly.
help.
Zero.
Upset. That still
Zero.
upsets me. Fee, upsetting.
Help with your team. But anyways.
It's fine. Somebody in her chat told her to do it. And I'm like, okay.
Right. So like I said, that's all that I've been playing. We'll go ahead and go to Lockleth. Lockleth, what do you
I
play?
have nothing to say because my only thing I was going to mention.
I have no input.
I have nothing. My mind is pigeon. I've been working all week. I have beer. Yeah. To you, Bowser.
You played other games. I literally watched it.
Yeah, but they're like Nintendo or like Steam.
Who cares?
And I've talked about some of these on the Nintendo Drive. So if you want to know other games that I've played, go listen to that and not just listen to the one-off shows that you like listening to because you own that console. Roy.
I just want to point out, not everybody listens to the Nintendo Drive.
That's why I told them to go listen if they're curious.
Or you can give them a taste of what you are talking about over there. And you can
If you want to see me cry and be upset about another game, it took me 2 hours to play an hour-long game. Go watch my Penitence stream here on YouTube, or you can hear me talk about it on the Nintendo Drive. How about that? It was an escape room, terrifying game.
You helped me stay awake on my drive home because before I left, I downloaded videos on YouTube and then had them playing as I was driving home.
Which
and all
videos?
Of a sudden, the one from your stream Tuesday night.
Oh, Reveal the Deep, where I was big mad.
Yeah, and you were screaming, getting jump scared.
I jump scared. I got jump scared twice. I played Reveal the Deep. It was a Steam game, gifted to me, of course, because I don't buy my own games. We know this. And I got very mad at that game. Yes. Yeah. Thank you for bringing back the trauma that I had. I wanted to forget it. That's why I'm drinking my sorrows away. Okay. You know.
You tried to forget it and you brought it back. Thanks a lot.
Wow.
And I didn't even beat it, Bowser. That's the whole thing. I didn't even beat it. There's 3 chapters. I got done through a chapter and a half. But you have to start over at chapter 2 because it doesn't auto-save because it's like a 99-cent regular price game. So, you know.
I don't know. Shelve it.
I have to play it one more time and finish it. I just have to finish it. Somebody Lola gave it to me.
You played it. You played a whole stream of it.
I did, but I was big mad and I need to lock it up and play it again proper, you know? just a little bit. I got to do a little bit more effort. I was real tired that day. That was day 2 of my work week. And I was in an Udi,
you got like
not
37
sponsored.
minutes of sleep the night before.
Pretty much.
Why you were tired.
Amanda would be very upset. Yeah. I've been staying up late, playing games, streaming, and then waking up at 5 a.m. most mornings to get into work on time. When I actually start my actual hours, I'll have to wake up at like 4:30 probably.
I don't know with that.
I hate it.
Yeah, Mitch.
Yes, Mitch.
So I have a question. You said you were listening to her videos while you were driving. So did the jump scares make you like jerk the wheel when she yelled?
She had on the cruise control, remember?
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. That's right. The car just drove itself. She occasionally was like,
she didn't have her hands on the wheel. It was fine.
I hear you.
Jesus, take the wheel.
Yeah, Jesus, take the wheel, right? Good Lord.
It's all good.
Okay. Well, what about you, Bowser? What'd you play? Because I know you've played like 700 games. Go on.
Oh yeah, the list
Well,
is long
I didn't
over
play as many as I would have liked because I'd planned to play a lot while I was like stuck in a hotel room, but I was busy trying not to die. So that didn't happen.
Just vomiting playing a new game.
Buenos
Can you
Yes.
imagine?
One game that I played will pin for later, so you'll just have to wait for it.
Wonder what that one is.
So a new game to Game Pass recently was Atomfall. And I played a little bit more of that, and I'm just starting to pick up a little bit. Like, it's kind of, I don't know, it wasn't super clear what the main objective was, and like whether I could do the next thing that I found. You find like little notes and things, and that like gives you leads that you can go investigate. And the one was like, oh, hey, there's a battery at the dam north of these woods. So I bring up my map, and there's no these woods anywhere. Like, I have no idea where I'm supposed to go. Like, there's not even any
these
woods. I don't know what the name of the woods are. Lockleth, please.
What?
Continue.
So then I just like quit thinking about that quest and just wandered around and smacking people with my spiked club. But I eventually like found another cave to go through and ended up where the woods were. So then I could find the dam. So it's a little bit of like, you kind of like can't get too hung up on a specific objective. You've got to just kind of get out there and explore. But there's like some spooky business going on. There's some like possessed ghostly like characters that come at you. There's a lot of people that are big mad and like have their little tribes of whatevers, and they don't want you on their land. And so I go steal their stuff and beat them with a bat. It's fine. Perfectly fine. Normal video game stuff.
How American of
obviously.
you.
Yeah.
How
Oh, yeah.
American of you.
Look, ammo is hard to come by, and my gun is like a rusty 22. So
Buenos
Jesus
comms. Okay.
Christ.
you got to do what you got to do. So
Right.
yeah, I'm starting to get more into that. When I first started, I was like, I don't know. The nice thing is it has like quite a few options when you start the game. So you can be on like, here's the normal, it's, normal combat, normal survival elements, or you can say, I want to do a more combat heavy side, or I want to do a more survival side. And then there's story mode. So you can kind of like choose your own adventure there, see how tough it'll be in any of those aspects. I like it. I like choices. I played more Xenoblade Chronicles X.
How far
Also,
are you? Do you know?
I finished chapter 5. Because there's a
That means nothing
revelation
to
that
me. I don't know
happens
why I
there.
asked the question. I don't know how
Yeah,
many
it's not-
chapters there are.
I don't either. I didn't pay attention. I want to say you have to get through chapter 6 maybe to get your mech, your skull.
I don't remember. I remember, was it Stingray or Antics in the Discord mentioned like how long it took them before they got theirs?
Yeah.
It seems way too long, in my opinion.
Yeah. Why do you not just have this?
I
What's
listen,
Lachlan doing? Why isn't she getting me one of these
She was
skulls?
thirsting over these mechs too soon, you know?
Yeah. Yeah.
Also
I don't
same.
know.
I'm gonna have to wait
Yeah.
5 chapters, almost 6,
At least. So
before
we'll
I can
see.
get in one. Like, I don't know.
Yep.
What?
I'm glad you're still sticking with it because I have not played it
Yeah.
since my stream.
So I think that's going to be like just my game that I just go back to. Oh, hey, go play it for a couple hours and then put it down and come back next week and play a little bit more. So it's just there for me. Seth, we're not doing it.
Seth says before I can get one in is crazy.
Yeah, see?
You're welcome. The difference is I say it on purpose, whereas Seth says it on accident, and I just call
Yeah.
him out for it. Yeah.
Right, exactly.
Mm-hmm.
And then I realized recently that I'm turning into my father.
Oh no.
And I'm not terribly upset about this. I used to laugh that he would play like different solitaire games all the time. And now I just play
No.
Microsoft Solitaire Collection
No,
every
I
day.
knew that's where that was going. No.
And it's like they have events every day, so it gives you like a variety of games with different objectives to complete. Hey, look, I'm doing it for rewards points, really. And then maybe I just keep playing after the 15 minutes are up.
You sound like an elderly person with their paper and they do the crossword.
Oh, yeah. Well, I mean, I do the mini on the New York Times app.
Oh. I mean, you are my mom, so I guess.
Yes. What do you want from
That's
me?
a very
I'm old.
mom thing to do.
It is. It's such a you're so mothering. You are mother right now.
She is she has it in her hand. She's like,
Listen,
100%.
She doesn't even need to do that. She has the special glasses, you know.
no, I don't yet.
Not
She
yet.
takes her
Okay.
glasses and does this
Too
to him.
soon.
She's like, you know what's up.
Yeah. So
Uh,
I think that's it. I think that's all of the games that I've been playing recently.
can we
Mine's-
talk about the games we're excited to play besides
We
the one
absolutely can.
that you'll talk about later that I'm also excited to play because you've played it and I haven't. I, being a dum-dum, saw where you posted about upcoming Game Pass games and I was like, ooh, Still Wakes the Deep. I want to play that on stream and get scared because that game is scary and gory and stealth, which I'm terrible at, and it's pretty much like an escape room puzzle. I'm excited for it. I've seen plenty of people play that from beginning to end. I know exactly what's going to happen, and yet I still want to play it. But it's out on, what'd you say, standard, right? Not
yeah,
Ultimate?
so it's been on Ultimate,
Yes.
and now
Which
it's
I
also
have,
coming
so
to
I could have
standard.
played this
You could have
for
played it
forever.
Yeah, yeah.
We just want to remind you it's on there in another way. That's all.
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah. I got Ultimate initially, not per my own money. Are we surprised? But I still have Ultimate. Yes, per my own money this time. Thank you very much.
Hey, she pays for her stuff occasionally.
Baby grew up. Baby grew up. Yep.
Right.
Not just a girl anymore in some ways. I'm excited to play some Still Wakes the Deep. Yeah.
Yeah.
Scary.
Yeah, I think the Game Pass announcements flew completely under the radar because Nintendo was out there Nintendoing, and like the entire internet was distracted. But like,
Yeah.
this was a surprising drop. I'm surprised there wasn't more excitement about it. Like, we got Diablo 3. I know that may not be like everyone's favorite Diablo game, but
Still
we've
awesome.
been waiting for them to put these Activision and Blizzard games out there, and here is one, and it comes with like, I don't know what the heck it's called, some DLC. I don't know, man. I just work here.
When it comes. It's
Reaper
the
of the
Reaper
Souls.
Souls. Yeah, Reaper Souls. It's
Ultimate
the expansion for it.
Evil Edition on console
Ooh,
and PC.
Sounds like
April
me in a
8th.
pack.
So yeah, that
Yeah.
was so originally Diablo 3 came out on 360, and then when it went to Xbox One, it had the DLC, and then they packed it together as the game. So I only know that because I played the absolute shit out of this game. Like I played a
Buenos
lot
comes.
of
Nice.
Diablo 3. So yeah,
You're a
Yeah,
nerd.
to-
It's fine. Accept. It's fine.
100%.
Borderlands
dude
3
bro shooter.
Ultimate Edition. That's another good one. That's a
Right.
fun one to play with friends as well. Just co-op.
I like that
nuts.
he's like, this is the third game, in case you were wondering.
Oh, that's like the whole like that's their whole shtick on the covers. Like
Are they
2
doing
had the same thing.
Are they
Like,
doing like a Hunger Games thing? Like, you know,
Yeah.
dress
Yeah, who the
up,
hell
right?
knows? Yeah. Also, gets people hyped for Borderlands 4, which is coming out
Yep.
sometime this year. So another good
Yep.
get. Always hype
Okay.
people up for games that are coming up.
Yeah. So hype.
Yeah. Some more things coming to standard. We don't talk about this. But South of Midnight, which I think we might
Yeah.
talk about a little bit later,
Maybe.
it's coming April 8th, day 1, aka day 6 on Game Pass.
Why do they do that? Okay,
To
listen,
make
I'm a
me
newbie
angry.
Xbox
Money.
girly, and like, why? So they can get $9 out of you?
Yes,
Yes.
and it works.
Okay, Phil, let's talk. Listen to me. I'm new. If you want to keep me, stop it.
I just want to
Stop
point out
it right
something to
now.
you. You still get the best deal in gaming ever with Game Pass. I'm just throwing that out there. Also, don't hurt yourself yelling at Phil.
I'm
okay?
so upset. I slammed my hand on the desk, okay? So upset.
I hear you.
Yep. That's been a complaint of mine for a long Like, I already get mad about the early access thing, just at games in general, but it makes me even more mad when they say day 1 on Game Pass, but it's not.
That is a problem.
So is Hollow Knight Silk Song going to be day 1 on Game Pass?
Yes.
Not if there's
Phil?
an early access option that you can pay for.
I'm
don't know.
peeved.
It's all lies,
Bowser,
Lockleth.
I'm peeved.
Uh-oh.
Good.
She's peeved.
I don't
I
like
want
to be
other people
lied
mad.
to.
I
I
want
love it
other
when
people
people
mad.
pay things for me in case you want to get me South by Midnight a week early. I would not be upset by it. But, you know, I'm upset by this, okay? If I have to
Okay,
put out
I'm glad.
$9, I already gave you like $50, $60 of my money. Like
If
2
you want
weeks
to-
ago. What? Yes.
You could just pay $40 for the game the day it comes out, or you can get Game Pass and
Listen,
Don't tell me to shush. What
I'm
is
just saying.
where did the game go? What's this other there's this other one. What's it called? Something something. Scroll down. It's there. It's there
We're gonna
somewhere.
scroll up.
Blueprints. What is that?
All right,
What
let's
is
check it
that?
out.
Sounds
I don't know.
interesting. I don't either. That's why I'm asking.
Ooh, it's got nice art.
It does. That's what it stood out to me. Welcome
It's
to
a genre
Mount Holly.
bending.
Ooh.
What?
What? What?
Genre bending, atmospheric, architectural adventure. Say that 5 times.
There are
fast. Where
so
you-
many big words there. I'm so glad you read
I
it.
could
Thank you.
barely read. Where you explore an ever-changing manner of 45 shifting rooms. Fun. Love to see it. Discover secrets and mysteries in a house you build one room at a... Oh, wait. Wait. Is this the one where you go in a room and then based on your choices, the next room you go into, it's different?
I don't know. Is it?
I think it is. I wish I had a
We
moving
all don't
trailer.
know what the hell this game is. We're all
I
figuring
wish
it
I had
out.
a moving trailer to see what this Blueprints is all about, because I'm a V curious, you know? Yeah, go to youtube.com. What we got? Blueprints or whatever it's called. I already forgot. There
We
it
can't
is.
watch the. We can't watch the
No,
PlayStation
no.
one.
ID at
Of course
Xbox.
not.
There
Of
you
course
go.
not.
What kind of show is this? Amateur hour. Okay. Ooh.
Cell shade art style, cool.
I am not a huge fan of cell shaded, but I'll
Well,
get
we're
over
already
it.
we're already at a bad start. All right, cool.
Well, I'll get over it. It's fine. I think this is the game I'm thinking of. Yeah, it's giving away. It's kind of giving like Clue, you know, with the different rooms.
I thought this was gonna be like that one game you guys made me play at Extra Life that I was terribly bad at.
What, Suika game?
No, what was the? No, I didn't play that.
Got her.
Accident.
There you go. There you go. Thank you.
The one that I was very concerned with your ability to see things.
My
in the
cognitive
world.
brain function.
Yeah,
Yes, exactly.
Yeah. Your brain was dead that day.
What?
Oh,
was
this
bad.
this is the game I thought it was. Yeah, like
Yeah,
the
it looks
rooms
interesting.
change. Yeah.
And guess what? Game Pass, day one. Look at that.
April 10th. Please be
Beautiful.
excited.
I'm gonna be busy playing another game probably, but I will download that probably.
It'll
too.
be available at least.
Yeah, it'll be available.
There you go.
Okay, just curious. Was wondering. Thanks for indulging me.
Pretty
Yep.
good lineup. Like I said, this is just went completely under the radar. I usually, when I'm getting ready for the show on Friday mornings, I go to the Xbox Wire and just see what happened. I was like, wait a minute, there was a Game Pass announcement and no one talked about it.
Here's one thing also that's very strange that was put on Xbox Wire that is not mentioned here. April 15th, GTA 5 is coming to Game Pass.
Wait, what?
Yeah,
What?
that
What?
got talked about in its own post.
But
What?
they don't have it here. It's not.
It's not on that list. Scroll one more article down. Look at that. So here's what's really
Oh.
cool. Here's what's really cool about this though. GTA 5 was already on Game Pass at one point in time. However, it was not on PC Game Pass. And it is now.
I think that's.
yes.
Is that the only place it's going?
No, it's both. I think.
Interesting.
Has
Yeah.
it stayed
So-
on Game
Yeah.
Pass though, and it's just now going to PC?
No, so
No.
Rockstar Games had been back and forth, right? So they had at one point in time they had GTA 5 on there. They dropped it and Red Dead was on there for a minute, and then they swapped kind of back and forth. But the cool thing about this though is the fact that the PC version, they never put it on PC Game Pass. So that part is nice. But the other thing too that I don't know of anybody talking about this is they have this GTA 5 enhanced version on PC that just came
for
out
free, I assume.
for free. Yeah, free upgrade.
Unlike other places.
Yeah. Oh man.
No,
you had
no,
ray
no,
tracing
no,
and better frames and better
We're not talking
resolution
about it.
for
We're
free.
not talking.
Yeah.
Wrong
Here.
show. Wrong show.
Anyways, that's right. Wrong show. But anyways, to kind of take a look at it just for giggles, I did download the enhanced version because I actually have it through Epic's Game Store. I actually gave away for free. It was one of those free games they gave away, which was wild. It's still the best game they ever gave away for free, in my opinion. But I got the enhanced version for that, downloaded it. It runs so well. It looks so good. It's got ray tracing, better frames. It's got it looks phenomenal. It runs really well. Because also too, even though it's got an enhanced version, this game is old. It's old. It's been out forever. So the base game itself doesn't necessarily require the greatest PC to run it. But when you add the enhancements on it, it just runs really smoothly. I just played the first story mission just to kind of see what it's about. and I was pleasantly surprised. And again, free upgrade. The big news here, though, is just the fact that it's going to PC Game Pass because it wasn't before. So if you have if you have a decent PC, you can go play the enhanced version for free. There's also some exclusive online content for it that is on the enhanced version. Lockleth.
Hey, what's up? Hello, hi. Baby's first Xbox as of December of 2024. Why do they not release things on console Game Pass the same time as PC? Like, why don't they do them concurrent? Why are they separate?
What do you mean?
Like, how come when I look at Game Pass PC, also new to PC stuff. Hi, hello, hi, I'm new. How come I'm not seeing the same games in my library there that I have on my console? Is it because they're downloaded on my console that I can't see them on my PC, or like what the hell's happening?
No, there's differences,
Why?
and it's usually
Well, no, for example,
third-party stuff. Like it's the contracts they negotiate to begin with.
Yeah,
like they pay them X dollars and they get.
Yeah,
one,
I get corporate
both,
world, but
like,
it's stupid.
So
yes, I agree.
it works the other way though too, because for example, there are games that are on PC Game Pass that aren't on console just because keyboard mouse and they've never been on console before. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
All the newer release stuff though, like South by Midnight, Borderlands 3, Diablo, all those that she just mentioned, they're on all of them.
Yeah.
It's same day.
Look,
you can choose which system you want to play it on.
Death Stranding was on PC Game Pass.
Right.
But there wasn't an Xbox version at the time.
At the time there was It was a PC.
It was on,
But you use a controller with that.
Yeah, because it was a
so that makes
PlayStation
no
game.
sense.
It was a PlayStation game, and they're
correct.
Okay, Phil, listen, I'm back. Hi, hello, hi. This is stupid. Okay, lock it up, figure it out. If you need somebody to review your contracts, listen, I can show you my resume. I've been in legal departments several times before, including corporate America. So you know what? This is dumb.
Hey, Phil, she'll quit her brand new job she just got to work for Xbox. Just saying.
You could give me like bottom level price, my dude, and I'm there. Like,
give her Game Pass Ultimate included in her salary, and she's there.
Honestly, yes.
I mean, fair. I
live at home with my parents. What do I have to lose? You know.
Jesus Christ.
I love it.
Well, like you said, yeah, most things like if it's any new game though, it'll come out on both. If you want it on both.
All right.
Yeah.
There's like 500 games though on PC.
Listen,
Game Pass,
I'm not complaining. There's a lot of games. I get it. I was
There's-
just confused.
Yeah. For third-party stuff, if it is released on both PC and Xbox, it could just be a contract thing. Sometimes games have... So the way Death Stranding came, Sony published it on PlayStation, but 505 Games, I think, published the PC version, and 505 negotiated with Xbox to get it on PC Game Pass. So, like...
I'm going to need y'all to figure it out.
Look,
I'm over it.
You,
I hate
My
it.
favorite
Wild
part, she explained
world.
it so well, and Lockleth checked out halfway through. She's just like, I don't give a shit. Whatever. I'm just going to look
I
at
don't
my
care what
screen
your
right
answer
here.
is. I reject it.
I get the answer. I just don't accept it, okay?
I hear you.
Sometimes
I hear
you just don't want to accept negativity in your life, okay? This is the year of
hear you.
I don't want to accept negativity.
Okay.
I'm going towards my peace, Bowser, okay?
Then quit looking at the stupid PC app and just play on your Xbox and be happy.
I mean, I've been doing it, okay?
I mean, real talk, do both. Just saying.
Okay, Mr.
I'm
PC.
telling you.
Okay.
My PC's not here yet.
They're building it, okay? It takes time.
I'll stop talking about
No,
PCs
they're
now.
not
Bowser, what do you want to
building
talk
it
about
yet.
next?
Because they're waiting for the GPU to arrive.
Oh my god.
Here's one thing I'll tell you. Be happy you purchased it before 2 days ago.
Yeah, whatever.
Details.
Not going there.
Details.
Not going there.
We're having fun yelling at each other already.
We are.
Exactly. It's the best.
It's
Can't
all
wait to
fun
play a
and
game
games
and do
here.
it.
Oh
Let's go.
man.
Yes.
I can't wait.
And then get shot in the head because the guy heard me. Love
100%.
it.
I'll make Lockleth laugh by doing something stupid, and she'll giggle and then get shot, and I'll be like, yes.
That's what happens is
Goob.
I get so giggly because I get anxious. Okay, anyways.
Yeah.
That or you're crying.
Both. Why not both of them?
We need to find out, like, is there a button to press to mute in that game? Like the
ooh.
lockdown.
I don't think there is.
I feel like if there was, people would just be muted. Like you could kind of cheese the game by doing that. Yeah.
I mean, if you really want to cheese the game, just do a Discord call and turn off your mic in the game. Like, you could really cheese it that way.
Yeah, we're not cheesing it that way.
Yeah, we're not cheesing it. That's the whole fun of it.
We're gonna cheese it real big. We're gonna open up our Nintendo Switch 2,
The
And we're
hell
gonna play
we
on
are.
socials on there with the shitty cameras that they got.
4
Anyways,
frames per second.
anyways, continue.
All right, let's let some of our friends into the carpool with us. First up, Quaggy, who says, "It is I, the Quaggy, king of the Xenobabes.
Hello.
With Nintendo dropping a bombshell that certain Switch 2 games will break the $69 nice 99-cent price ceiling, do you think Microsoft will match in response? Will certain Microsoft games coming to the Series X and S and PlayStation 5 cost $79.99 in the near future? How are we feeling on prices? Has Nintendo opened the floodgates, or
Yes. However, no.
The
Full answer.
pause.
Yes, they have. However, I don't think Microsoft will bump the price until the next gen system comes out. I think they're going to hold off until the next gen system comes out and then go the 8, because that's a justifiable way to bump the price, just like Switch did, right?
justifiable?
Exactly. I get it. Games are expensive to make, and I get it. Like, yeah. The only game that I've said over and over that could justify that price is GTA 6. Other games, if GTA 6 came out and it was $100,
There's rumors of it.
and guess
It's
what?
being talked about.
No one would makes We would be like, that
they'll
makes
be loud
sense.
on the internet and then still buy it.
Oh, but I almost think they wouldn't be loud. I mean, you'd
Oh,
get
they
like,
would.
some would be loud, but I think you're getting more loud people on Nintendo stuff being more expensive, because Nintendo's typically the company that goes the opposite route, where they're like, we're going to be a little bit more family friendly and more affordable
With their
consoles.
systems, but not their games.
I will say, well, what I mean is by that is like, even when other people were bumping to 70, they didn't bump to 70 right away, right? They still stayed at 60 until they put one of them up there, right? Which reminds me very heavily of how games used to be back on the day with like SNES. Remember, like, there were $90 SNES games, which is wild to think about, but that because there was physical hardware in them that made them more expensive.
Yeah.
You can't say that. You know, the only thing you can throw in there is development cost. But at the same time, like, that's why I justify GTA, because GTA has been in development forever. It is going to be a game that's going to push gaming, and I'll shut up.
Yeah, but they're going to have an online mode, and it's going to make $1 bajillion. Like,
Very true.
They should be giving GTA 6 away for free.
I don't know about all that. I think shareholders at Take-Two would think differently, but
It's literally the same game. It just has a 6 in front of it. Anyways.
Yep.
Which gentleman am I
the
going to
same.
play in this game? Can we have a woman for once? Jesus Christ.
Look, we do not want to play as any of the guys that were in the last one. They were all terrible human beings.
What?
Just
What
want
do
to be
you have
clear, you're actually playing a female protagonist in GTA 6 for the first time ever.
Thank
Thank you very much.
God. You know who I want to play as, Mitch? In the next
tell
GTA?
me who. Tell me
the
who.
woman on the corner that you pick up. That's who I want to play as. Okay?
All right. It's a different game now, but
What?
is she going to beat up her pimp or what?
You know, she's always there. I want to see her story, okay? I want to see how she got there. I want to see what kid at home she's taking
I
care
don't want to
of.
see that story.
I do. I want to know the struggle, okay? Because homegirl is freaking making money for her child at home, possibly two. You know there's no man around, clearly,
Or her
because she's on
drug
the
addiction,
streets.
whatever one.
Either or.
Maybe both.
Maybe
Well-
she's clean. Why put her in a bucket, Mitch? Okay. Wow. She just out there using what she's got, but drug free, you know, that could happen too, you know. Just saying.
What?
Just saying. I broke
You
him.
killed him.
I
and
broke
this is
him.
fun.
Mitch, you have such sass in your
Somebody
voice
clip
right
that.
there. Jeez Louise. Somebody put a marker down. What the hell, man?
He'll clip it later and he'll use it as a
Yeah,
soundbite.
Yeah, oh, 100%. That's your new intro on the stream. Can't wait.
Oh, it's fine. That's fine. I
Oh,
have so many
God.
sound bites over there.
Yeah, that's great.
You know what? I agree. Ditto. With what Mitch
Great
said.
input. No, I really do think though, like console, the price of the games, they will do it, but if they do it before a new console comes out, they're just gonna get slammed. Just like Nintendo
Here's
did.
what should happen.
What?
If
Tell us.
everything were right in the world and karma existed, every Xbox game, like Xbox Game Studios game that goes to PlayStation, would automatically be full price plus $10.
I support that just for the pettiness. It's like,
just
oh, you don't want to buy our console? Oh, you don't want to subscribe to Game Pass?
Oh,
$80.
Oh, PlayStation wants to take whatever % cut. Here, you can pay for it.
That would be petty. Yet I would just smile and laugh. I would smile and laugh.
I'm here to solve problems, man.
I'm here to create them.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Yeah.
Yeah,
No,
I think here's what's going to happen. They're going to
Yes.
keep raising prices as long as the market tolerates it.
Yep.
That's what it's going to be.
$90 though for physical games is wild as hell. Like that's also
Physical games should cost more money. First of all, they have more value because you can trade them in or sell them or give them to someone else easily. And two, they physically cost more to exist. You could take all the bits and put them on a plastic bauble and then pass them around the world just for funsies.
I know this is a different console and everything. Did you hear how they're doing some games though with this game key card thing?
Yeah. I mean, that's what the cartridges have been for a while. Some games, the game is on the card, but then the updates come so much afterwards. Like, unless it's a game that gets a physical a year after it's been released, it's not going to be complete and perfect on the cartridge anyway. So
yeah, but the fact that the cards have 0 data on them and they're just the license, that bums me out. But you're right.
But
like,
that's
that
your
has
physical
been some
license
games
that you could trade back in and
that's true. That's true.
resell, do whatever you want with, right? That's
Right.
the advantage. Yep. So
Right.
either way.
But no, like I just also
get
Nintendo's
Game
getting
Pass, y'all.
completely. Well, the other flip side of that is now Game Pass. I mean, obviously everything will just go up in price, including Game Pass. That's just going to go up $2 a month to help offset that. So, I mean, it's just going to create more value for Game Pass at that point. You know what I mean? Just if that all of a sudden everything goes up, that's, you know what I mean? It's going to be people with Game Pass are going to be happier that they don't have to pay $90 for brand new games. Like, it's weird though for me.
Depends
like,
if you want to play them day 1 or day 6.
Big facts. Can't argue that. Yeah, everything's gonna get more expensive. The thing that got me weird was the accessories. Like those are pricey. Like Joy-Cons are $90. That's more than a DualSense. And I guarantee you a DualSense is a better controller than those Joy-Cons. But
you get 2 mice.
Cool.
So you can play that drag game? Like, drag me out of here. No.
Yeah.
Get me out of here. And not in
They
a
have
good
so much
way.
potential.
No.
Like, hey, look, we're like being inclusive here. And we have this game, and then
they could have done a better job, though. I get it.
Are those people
I
colorblind? Because apparently color is void in the game. Everything's gray. Are they colorblind?
Oh my god.
Come on.
Maybe.
Sorry.
Moving on.
Moving on.
All right.
Moving on.
Let's go to Daryl, who says, in light of the reveal of the Switch 2 and a range of consumer feedback, where do you feel it might or might not fit into an Xbox gamer's setup if they're looking for a handheld, also considering the Xbox branded handheld potentially coming out later this year? It's a tough place to be here. I think if Xbox does partner up with someone and get a handheld out there, and it is truly a Windows handheld where you can get Steam and Epic and everything, then it's a rather compelling device to own. The Switch is, you get it for Nintendo games. That's what it's been.
That is your answer.
And since the Steam Deck and the ROG Allies and the Legion Go's of the world have come out, you buy the Switch because you want Nintendo games.
Yes.
Right?
That is why I own a Switch. It's just, you don't see me buying a single game that is available on all consoles on the Switch specifically. No.
Yeah.
You don't. Again, I will say for me, it's a little bit different simply because I don't travel as much. So people that do travel, I get that. Like, it is a great console because it is like easy and it's like not, you don't have to worry about games being compatible or not compatible or whatever. I applaud that. But like, literally,
I mean, you do.
At E3,
Lockleth played Lake. It is not compatible.
It's pretty bad. It's pretty
well,
bad.
you can buy it on there.
You could buy it on Steam. Please do.
Yeah.
Don't buy it on there.
Like, my thing is, like, I feel people are very high up on the Switch right now. Like, certain games are coming to it, but also really in 2 months, Asus could announce a partnership with Xbox for a handheld that has Game Pass on it, that graphically could be better than a Switch 2 or comparable, that could still run Steam and do all these other things.
Yep.
It's just like, I don't know, man. Like, again, you're right though. You buy this so you can play Mario Kart World, which I want to be clear, looks phenomenal.
Oh yeah.
It looks so good. And I am sad that it's not enough for me to buy a Switch day one, but as soon as I have a Switch or Switch 2, I will buy that thing immediately.
Yeah.
But yeah, you buy it for the Nintendo games. Donkey Kong looks great. But I'm sorry, nothing else that they talked about at that conference, you know, like Elden Ring coming to Switch and like Split Fiction coming to Switch, none of these made me care. Right, but I mean,
you have them already on other places, right?
And that's what I'm saying. Like, I could play
them. It's cool for someone that only has a Switch. Look, I can play Elden Ring, and you can play Borderlands 4 coming up this year. All this cool stuff. I'm glad for it. But...
I'm very happy for those people that are like, that are only playing on Switch. But I mean, if you have anything else, that was you. Mm-hmm. Now you have options, better options.
Yeah.
But you can take your Switch to work, and you can't take your PC to work.
I could. I do have my lunch
Challenge
hour.
Accepted, but
I could look less lonely in the break room.
Drag the computer in the break room, just sit there and be like.
I mean, I got a gaming laptop. I could take it wherever I want.
That's true.
The Xbox Series S is not very heavy though.
It really is a small boy.
They make a screen that you can like clamp to it.
They do.
Yeah. You could literally take it, and all you need is a power outlet.
I'll just take one of the monitors from James from IT's office instead.
There you go. Excuse me, James.
You already know the IT guy's name. You're
Listen,
like, hey, James, I need a monitor.
We know each other's lives already. Like, I know James. Me and him are cool, man.
Nice. Right. Yo, you got to be in IT's corner.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. 100%. Yeah.
I just think, like, if you give it 3 months, though, you can just have a console that you can play that you don't need to drag an Xbox to the work, and you can just have a console that's just as good and can play games better. I don't know, man. Like,
I'll just take my GameCube with the handle.
There you go. It's portable.
That also had a screen on it too. I sold that at the video game store I worked at. It was crazy looking. Wow. Little itty bitty square screen that just went on the top.
It was the same size as the top of the.
It really was. It was so tiny. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. I remember like it was if you put like the Game Boy player and the GameCube and that screen, the thing was like abnormally tall.
I've got the Game Boy player on the bottom of mine.
It's tall, and again
it's
the
like
monitor
Series
is like
X.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it could be similar size. Yeah, except for the Series X is still 5 times heavier than that GameCube will ever be.
Yeah,
Series X is deceptively heavy. You pick that thing up, you're like, this could hurt somebody.
It's
you
like
chuck it at somebody.
Grande trying to get an award at a show. Didn't realize how heavy it is.
Exactly. Spot on reference.
We'll have to see how the Switch 2 comes down. I know it's bigger screen, same thickness, but where does it come in weight-wise?
They killed me with that. Anyways, continue.
Yeah.
Same
we'll have to see where it comes.
Make sure you say that with
in
gusto.
Bold.
Yeah.
In bold.
Same thickness.
Yeah.
But
had the movie trailer guy
see
in a world.
When it comes, Lockleth, you're responsible for doing like comparison, size, weight, etc. with the Steam Deck.
I'll let you know. I'll let you know all about the size, okay? Yep. And if it matters or not, I will tell you. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
What?
Yep. You heard me.
I did.
So the Switch 2 can also be a more portable option. Like the Steam Deck is chunky, right? It's got some heft to it. It is a lot more than a Switch.
I'm going to the gym, but my little baby wrists still need a pillow for support.
She's gonna be at the gym working out her wrists like this. Why are you doing that?
Listen,
so I can hold my damn Steam Deck. You ever hold one of those?
I think I need to. Like my ankle's been busted for like 2 weeks now. Maybe I need to do the same exercises on my ankle as I do my wrists.
There you go.
Preparation.
Yeah.
I was concerned that you were going to hold your Steam Deck with your feet, but I don't know what's happening anymore.
What?
Why should your ankle being busted have anything to do with this? But
I think you've had too many cute voms. Okay, let's get it together.
One thing that didn't get mentioned on anything here, but I saw it on X. I'm still calling it Twitter. X is stupid.
I'm not even on
Asus had like not like a leak, but they put out some like trailer that kind of showed like a ROG Ally that actually had a controller got thrown in like a machine, almost like mixing the two. And then official Xbox kind of responded with that like side eye meme, like,
nice. So
yo,
it might be...
what are you guys doing? So it actually like people were rumored like that was the partnership. Like
Could be.
that got announced. That got put out the same day the Switch 2 one got put out. Like Asus threw that little trailer out, and then Xbox kind of that, and then Game Pass commented too. I was like, that's interesting, right? But again, that could literally get announced in 2 months, and you could just be like, here's all the games. Again, no Nintendo games legally. I'll say that.
Yep.
Just saying. But no, yeah, I really want to play Mario Kart World. I just don't want to pay $600. That's all.
Rad.
They look so good.
I want to explore the world and take pretty pictures, you know?
Yep.
Yep.
All right. You're going to get the camera though, right? So you can like do the... I'm
gonna
clipping that face too.
I'm going to get the Hori version with the, what is it called? The
Piranha Plant
version?
Yeah.
Excuse me?
No. Yeah, what? I want to point out something to you. If Nintendo showed that camera off first, instead of that weird one they showed, I promise you people would not be as bad on it. They'd be like, oh, that thing's cool. When you don't want to use it, you can close the mouth. It's like perfect.
Tammy would not look at that version of the new camera in the same way as she did the one that they actually showed.
Right.
You know?
Right.
Yeah.
No, like I said, I saw that afterwards. I'm like, damn, why didn't you guys show this one off? Because everybody would have been like, oh, that's so cute.
I do wonder if the quality is different, like the video itself.
Oh no, it's probably still trash. It's probably still iPhone quality.
Yeah, but then I guess because it's cute, maybe it'll be fine. I don't know, dude. I don't think I'm gonna get the camera right away.
Yeah.
I don't turn
I'll
my
be
camera
good
on
enough
when we
if I
play
get
Discord.
the Switch without the
That's
Mario
true.
World. Like,
You gotta get the Mario.
Well, you got to
World.
get the bundle because you save $30.
we'll talk about it on the Nintendo Drive next week.
That's
about
the
recent
tease, guys. Come
about
back.
recent events that have happened today.
Yeah,
about pricing and ish. Yeah, Seth is livid still. I'm sure.
Yeah, I'm sure everyone is.
Somebody check on Seth. He messaged recently, but you just brought it up. Somebody check on him.
Yeah.
But to sum up for Daryl, I think a lot of us have long held the position that if you want to save money and you want to play most of the games, you get a PC and you get a Switch. That's what you do. Because PlayStation's moving all their first-party stuff to PC eventually. Xbox, mostly day and date. You know, there's tons of indies and stuff on Steam. A lot of them start there. Get your Switch for your Switch games and you're done.
Yeah.
Also, crazy thing is Game Pass on PC is cheaper.
Yeah.
If you don't care about cloud streaming, Game Pass on PC by itself is cheaper. Mm-hmm. And it's just, you get
Phil,
PC,
we're
you get
breaking
PC
up.
Game Pass. You get PC Game Pass, you get PC
You're not
and
paying
then Switch.
for Xbox Live because you don't need that on PC.
Yeah.
Another discussion for another day. Lockleth, don't even think about it because you'll get real big mad.
And you'll slam your desk again out of anger.
You won't pay attention.
I was about to say something nice about Epic Games. You know, they put out Cat Quest the other day. I downloaded it. Cat Quest 2 is coming out in a few days. I'll probably download it in case I like Cat Quest 1.
Nice.
Do they have a game manual that you have to pay for? Or is,
what?
Sorry. What?
Are you trying to piss me off?
No, it's fine. Let's go. Let's go. What's the next question?
All right. Crocodile. Platformers, so hot right now. Last year, Sony had Astrobot. This year, Nintendo has Donkey Kong. So clearly, this must mean Microsoft is cooking up Banjo 3E for next year, right? Right? Have a great weekend, y'all. Much love and appreciation.
Simple answer. No.
Damn. I had a simple answer, yes, and you had a simple answer, no.
Couldn't be simpler. Hell
no. I think, hold on. Do I think it's Banjo 3E? No. Do I think there is a cute platformer that Xbox owns 700 IPs of that they could do? Yes.
Yes.
See, that was my answer. I was answering no to the Banjo.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Okay. All right. I think it's also like Toys for Bob spun off again independent, and they're working with Microsoft, and that's a team that could absolutely put out a nice platformer.
Yep.
So.
Toys for what?
Toys for Bob.
What is that?
It's a game studio that made,
cool.
They made the remake of like the Crash remake, the Spider.
You love
remake.
that I'm a guest on the Xbox Drive. I know so much. Yeah, I love to be here. I know everything. Hair flip, you know.
I think they also just own so much IP when they bought Activision. They could do so many things.
Yeah, they have a lot of IPs for platformers that they could resurrect and just breathe new life into. And they should. Why do we not have the fun platformers? Like, just do it.
They absolutely should. Yeah, I think and again, even if they did a history of Xbox similar to how Astrobot did a history of PlayStation, I'd be super down for that. I don't care what you use for the character of that. But
a pinata from Viva Pinata.
Yeah.
Act like Viva Pinata 3 doesn't happen and you don't lose it. Act like
I will
that's your
literally cry.
Yep. There you go.
Crying going on this week.
Listen, I'm a crier, a crier and a screamer. I'm both of them. Yep.
You heard it here first, folks.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Thank you very much to Quaggy, Daryl, and Crocokyle for your questions. It is time to do the topic of the week. Mitch, what are we going to talk about?
We're going to talk about that game, that good old South of Midnight that you can actually play now if you want, or you can just like wait a couple days and play it. But one of the three of us did happen to get it a little bit early, so I'm going to let them talk about it because they definitely played it, right? Bowser?
I've definitely played it.
Okay,
I hate myself for doing it. Like, I am part of the problem that I did this, but I told you, your girl was having a rough week. I needed something to be happy about, and guess what? South of Midnight is it, right?
Yep.
Guys, this game is gorgeous. I am shocked, right? Like, I was a little bit worried about the kind of like claymation stop motion stuff. That's only in cutscenes. The world is beautiful.
Aww.
And look, you get a little friend. Look at Crouton.
He's
adorable. Crouton, his name is Crouton.
His name's Crouton.
Oh, must protect Crouton.
Must protect Crouton.
Oh, that's the cutest little name I've ever heard. Okay, continue. Sorry.
We're seeing some combat here. If I had to think about what it's kind of like another game, maybe Kena Bridge of Spirits. You kind of get like, you walk into an enclosed area, you kind of get like a circle area, and that is your combat area, and you have to defeat whatever enemies show up, and then at the end you unravel the vines, and that kind of clears the area of the brambles. So you get little like confined areas of combat. I'm bouncing all around. I'm trying to look everywhere because you have to like gather materials to do your upgrades. So far, I think I'm doing pretty good on that. We shall see. Like, I'm at the point now where I have enough materials, but I don't have any upgrades I can purchase. So I have to get to like where I unlock another thing. Yeah, I am having a blast. This game is living up to my expectations and more.
That's awesome. That's great to hear.
Yeah. You never know. Like, oh, I was really excited for it, but is it going to live up to what I want? Is it going to be that? Am I going to be disappointed? And I saw that the reviews were coming in like low 80s to start. I was like, all right, it didn't bomb. We're good to go. I'm buying it.
Right.
Doing it.
As someone who has not played this game yet, I just want to let you know I watched a Digital Foundry video on the series, like the different versions of the game, to kind of see if they had anything to say good or bad about any of the versions of the game, no matter what version you're playing. All of them ran 60 frames. All of them ran incredibly well. The only thing they mentioned was between Series S and X, lower resolution on S, but frame rate was still there. Like, it was still rock solid frame rate, 60 frames a second, played well. And then the only thing they mentioned on the Xbox version, the PC version, compared to the Series X, is that the PC version had like a little bit better shadows, and that's it. Otherwise, it is like they were talking about just how well the game ran. Very minimal stuttering, very minimal frame drops, and like obviously no matter where you're gonna play it, it's gonna be a good experience, which is awesome. Because sometimes that S version gets just butchered. You know what I mean? Frame rate drop. This is what you're, and then obviously if you play the S or X version, you are gonna notice a difference in the resolution. That was clearly noticeable. But at the same time, like, my thing would be, I would much rather have a game run smoothly rather than look prettier. Because anytime there's an option for performance mode, I always do performance mode. I want it running at the highest frame rate possible. And I'm just happy to report that, according to Digital Foundry and the videos that I saw, it runs smoothly on any version of Xbox, whether it's S, X, or PC.
Yeah, as far as the Series X version, I confirm it's running a smooth 60. There'll be like every once in a while, I'll say when you're transitioning out of a cutscene, there might be a little bit of stuttering right when you get back into the action, but for the most part, like doing combat or any of that, out jumping around in the world, I'm not noticing frame drops. So
visually, this game looks insane. There's so many crazy cool looking characters in this. Like, oh my god.
I was going to say, as we watch, if you aren't watching the live stream of youtube.com/carpool gaming, we're sitting here, we're watching the trailer right now, and it looks beautiful. Looks beautiful. Crouton, I will cry. I will bawl as soon as I see him. I will bawl as soon as anything negative happens to that little guy. He's just a little guy.
Yeah. I just picked him up recently.
And is it like Southern U.S. like folklore as well?
Yeah, like New Orleans style.
That's what I'm excited about. Because fun fact about me, I lived in Louisiana. I visit New Orleans many a times, so like it really intrigues me to play a game that kind of touches on those and definitely is very heavy in like the swampy areas. Like I've seen these places IRL. Like I'm excited.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm gonna wait until next week when I can get it off a Game Pass, and I've spent, even though $9 is not that much.
Yep.
I'm not gonna be part of the problem. Okay, I'm not doing it.
Thank you for holding out in my place, because
I almost broke because when we were putting in our notes. Bowser and I were both in the Xbox run of show notes before the show, and I was like, I want it now. I want to buy it now. And she was like, no. And I was like, why not? She's like, just wait. And I was like, okay, fine. It looks gorgeous. They look terrifying. It's giving. I haven't played it yet, but I have some other games that are very similar on Steam that remind me of these, like the big monsters like you see in like Elden Ring and all those, like these big monsters you have to go up against. It's very similar to that, but it's the whole story that I'm excited about. And I love stop motion. Like those are some of my favorite types of films, and I love that that's a feature, even if it's just the cutscenes. I'm excited to see more.
So cool thing is it can be the gameplay as well. From what I was watching on Digital,
you can turn it on and off, right?
Yeah, you can turn it on and off. So me personally, if I'm watching the game, if I'm playing the game, I probably wouldn't want it on. That's just me. Like it would probably throw me off.
Yeah.
Like the cutscenes having it is super cool because obviously that adds to the aesthetics of the game, and the storytelling and just the way it looks like visually is gonna be very nice for that. So
because it starts with her trying to find her mother, right?
Yeah, I'm still trying to find my mother.
I'm always doing that.
That's
why I find my mother and many people.
Still find the right one,
Right.
I found many ones. I just can't have just one. There's many people that need to cut up my apple. Okay.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. I guess so.
But it's interesting that like, yes, like the overarching thing is you're trying to find your mother. There was a hurricane, house gets swept away. Where's mom? Right.
Mm-hmm.
But like as you go along to like clear up an area, you have to heal the area from its pain. Like that is your objective, and you got to go like battle some spirits, right? And then you'll see a cutscene of something that happened involving a couple characters in that area, and then eventually like you see enough of those, and then you do the final battle. You've heard the whole story, and then you go clean up the area, right? And like the first story, I was about crying to hear what happened in this story. I'm like, I did not expect this. Like I knew like mom disappears and we got to find mom, like that might eventually make me sad. I don't know, but I did not expect to have these other stories be so prominent in the main game. Like you have to do this. That's how you progress the story. This isn't side content, right? So it's pretty interesting. I'm digging it.
Also, according to How Long to Beat, main story 9 hours, completion is 15 hours.
Perfect.
So, yep, nothing crazy.
I'm looking at the trailer as we're watching it here, and there's so much in this trailer I haven't seen yet. And I think I'm at 3 or 4 hours in.
Yeah, says main story 9, main plus extra 12, completion is 15. I don't know if maybe there's like an achievement for beating it on some. Are there different difficulties or anything in the game or anything like that? Like, of?
I think there was a story mode. I don't even remember.
Got it.
I don't know. I just played the game,
I hear you.
I didn't think I need it for this one. Yeah, I'm at just over 4 hours in my playthrough.
Gotcha. One thing I will say is, as we talk about Microsoft all the time and their marketing, how it just sucks, you know, how they don't market these things well. One thing that they did is apparently they made this and they put it in the Louisiana swamps. I just saw this on Xbox Wire. So the alligator / crocodile that looks wild in the game, they made him. They put him in a swamp.
Anybody want to go to Louisiana?
I'll go.
Look at that. It's a gaming lounge.
They
literally built this. They built this in the middle of the swamps.
I want to
in
see
Louisiana.
Two-Toed Tom or whatever
Look
his
at that,
name
over
is.
40 feet in length. Like, I think, okay, so it's like, you know what sucks? This is cool. This is something a little like just odd that they did for a game that they didn't have to do. And I had to find out through random Xbox Wire. This could have been on Twitter. They could have done some marketing. Like,
maybe you just see it.
Maybe they could have done some marketing. Like, have you guys seen this 40-foot long alligator in the Louisiana swamps? And it could have been this cool marketing for it. No, I had to find out through Xbox Wire. And imagine you just walking along and you just see this thing.
Is it like an Airbnb? Can we go like an Airbnb?
You can't actually go there. Like, it probably isn't there. Like, they just made a video and then
they probably did, those effers. Phil.
God, Phil, you're making an enemy out of Lockleth by the second. Oh my God.
Why do I not have a Two-Toed Tom Series X?
Or a plushie. Like, give me some plushies, dude. Like, give me some.
For all we know, that they might have them.
A crouton plushie.
Phil, what are
Build-A-Bear. Squishmallows, where you at?
Build-A-Bear.
Not Build-A-Bear.
You want to pay $175 for a crouton?
I will. Listen, I will. I'll do it.
There goes her Switch 2 money. She bought crouton at Build-A-Bear.
They make them thick over there. I want a little crouton. I want a little crouton and a plushie. That would be really, really cute. Add to my sickness that I have going over here.
I wonder if Xbox Shop has any sort of South of Midnight stuff yet, because that would be.
Bowser's look. She's shaking her head like, no.
Don't show it to me. I'd like.
I was gonna say, don't show it.
Oh, don't show it to you. I gotcha. Oh, I want to see it. I want to know.
Oh man,
I'm curious.
Please don't.
We need to add to her collection behind her. Is slowly growing. Some of those things I sent to you.
Yes, some of these were in the hands of Lockleth previously.
They were touched by these little fingies. By me. You're welcome.
I don't see anything. Thank you.
Yeah, not yet.
But the game's not released yet, so.
That's true. They got Avowed stuff on here, though. Like a decent amount of Avowed stuff, too, by the way.
You know those fish, like shoes that people wear? They look like they have a fish on their foot. I want the gator.
Fish?
I want the gator on my foot.
No, I want the catfish.
Oh, yeah, the catfish. It's right there. Crocs, where you at?
Crocs.
What's happening?
Give me catfish.
I don't even like Crocs, but I'll buy those.
Right.
I love Crocs, and I'll buy 2 of them.
Yeah, apparently they got some Avowed merch. They got some Sea of Thieves new merch because of 7-year anniversary, but nothing like that yet. So we'll figure it out.
Okay.
Maybe Lockleth should play Sea of Thieves.
No. I'm okay. I'll play South of Midnight.
Okay.
And Bramble. That was the game I was thinking of, actually, when I was talking about monsters. Why'd you say no?
Bramble's like, I don't know. That's wild.
Scary?
That's a wild game.
I have it on Steam.
You should play
it.
Yep, you should stream that.
I think Yarden gave it to me. Thank you, Yarden.
Yep.
Because I don't buy my own games. We know
apparently.
This.
Jesus.
If we looked at her Steam library and asked which one she bought, it's like slim to none.
It's like 2, dude.
Hashtag blessed.
Yeah.
100%. 100%.
Love it.
I'm excited. Yeah. I'll shout my thoughts at the rooftops once I start getting into it, but I'm a week away.
Yeah, I was super excited for it, and it is living up to all the expectations. So I think everyone that was looking out for it, you're going to be very happy.
I'm excited.
I still don't know like where I'm at in the game. I'm just thinking there's like an upgrade path, right? So I'm halfway down like the one side, but then each ability you have has its own upgrades.
Like a tree type of thing.
Yeah, the one side's more of a tree. The other side's just like, hey, level 1 crouton, level 2 crouton. Right?
There's different level croutons.
I need level 4 crouton here. Come on. But I only have like level 1 of those even available to get. So, like, there's got to be plenty more game.
Well, I just
right?
gotta say, Crouton's gotta be better than Gumby looking Momo from Infinity Nikki. Let's just be real here.
Oh God, not Momo Longlegs.
No,
Y'all were very unhappy about that.
Yeah,
it's
that was
disgusting. Did
terrifying.
you watch the VOD? It looked
did.
gross. Are you
It's-
kidding?
Yeah,
It's very gross, yeah.
It's pretty
Our-
nasty.
anger was justified.
Poor Momo. They stretched that boy thin. How dare.
His chunkiness is what made him cute to begin with.
Exactly. You take that away, he just looks like I don't know, like he needs to eat a sandwich. Like, get it together.
Yeah.
Get a meal. God.
Yeah, you know what? Go to McDonald's, get a Big Mac, okay?
Man, I actually made a mistake going to this Xbox shop. I need to close this immediately.
Yeah,
Yeah, why do you still have it open? Close
Oh, that was bad. That was real bad. I just scrolled through a whole line of Halo 2
Mr. Save your
merch.
money.
Oh, yeah. I need to get off that. Oh,
Yeah. We
boy.
don't need to be on that.
Yeah, that was bad.
Yawn in the chat. Level 4 crouton is garlic bread.
Oh, hell yeah.
Dang.
The best. The best.
Once you get up to a certain level, you can go to Olive Garden.
We're family.
The main character. Yeah, your
Because
family.
when you're here, we're family. Heck
Exactly. Her mom's there. That's where her mom is the whole time at Olive
She's
Garden,
sitting
waiting for her.
Olive Garden.
yeah. She's like, unlimited
She's like
salads and soup. What can I say?
Shoveling
She's
in
like,
the unlimited pasta.
What the
breadsticks.
hell? I've been here for days. Why have you not found me yet?
She's like, unlimited salad. What are you
Yeah.
talking about?
She's like, damn it, we had a pact. If a hurricane swept away the house, I'd meet you at Olive Garden down the street. What are you doing?
I thought you
Exactly.
meant Red Lobster, Mom.
Yeah. Cheddar Bay biscuits.
I was out here with the
But you're not
catfish, looking at
family
Red
there. You
Lobster.
should know.
I can't.
All right, we broke Lockleth. Great.
I'm
Great, we
broken.
broke her.
Perfect. It's a perfect
yeah.
episode.
That was awesome. What a great episode. Buenos comms. Buenos comms, everybody. All right.
Any other thoughts on South of Midnight?
I'll play it.
Not yet. You'll
gonna
play
play
it.
I am going to play it, yeah. I was looking
Yeah,
forward to
look
it.
at you.
Like I said,
Yeah.
I appreciate, like, again, I've played other platformers before. I don't mind playing these games, but I just can't play games that are 70 hours long. And the fact this is only
This
9,
is short.
that's fine.
It's going to take
I'm
me
good.
20, but we know this.
Yeah.
Now, that seems like the game that I would wonder if my Legion Go could play it. So I don't. Will I stream that game? Maybe not. I don't know. Right. But can I just play it for an hour or two on the couch every night or something? Just kind of mess around with it here and there. Even if I can do the cloud stuff. Again, that's the good thing about that type of game, because it doesn't seem like it's so. Like, I can't imagine ever playing Elden Ring on the cloud. Ever.
Yeah.
Because of how precise you
Yeah,
need
it's a
to be
little
and stuff.
looser with the timing on things.
Right. So that's why I'm thinking, like, play that cloud just an hour a night on the couch and get it done. Like, just have some fun doing that. That could work. That could be fun. So, and again, visually looks great. Also, it'd be nice to be able to talk about other games that aren't Apex or COD. You know.
At least you got 2 now, Apex and COD.
Yeah, I do. I just
Been all
pray,
Apex for a while.
God, I just pray to God that COD's good again, please.
Yeah.
Please. That's all I want. Variety would be nice.
It would be.
Yep.
And I'll get some variety playing this. So I'm looking
There you
forward to
go.
it.
Not on stream, but there you go.
Maybe. Depends. If I have time. If everybody's
You
not
don't?
like, oh, I don't. I really don't have time.
What are you
There could-
fooling yourself? You don't
there
have
could
time.
be a moment. There could be a
No,
moment
there's
when I'm not.
not.
You know
During
that
the
you're
week.
right. There's not, because I'm too busy editing that damn lockdown video I said
You
I would
really
do.
are, yeah.
I really am. It takes a long time. You know what I'll say though? I got the flow down. It's coming together. It's getting actually edited. So I got like 2 out of 10 games done, but it's fine. Don't worry.
Here's your engagement. Put in the comments below how many months from now do you think the video will be done? Put it in the comments below. I'm very curious to know when people think the lockdown protocol video of what 4 different perspectives gets
5.
put together. 5 different perspectives get edited into one video. Put it in the comments below. I'm curious.
It's crazy when one perspective doesn't have a cam or audio from themselves too. That's the craziest part.
So Bowser, how's it going? You You doing well? I love you, Mom. I'm not a part of this, by the way.
She didn't collude with me or anything. It's fine. Your clips are still there. I'm just telling you, you're still very prominent in there. I'm saying.
Quit. You can
Don't
have my
quit.
spot, Mitch.
Don't quit, because
Don't quit.
If I've got to come, I'm gonna have to come through every week. I don't know.
She has to come and replace someone every week. All of us just occasionally dip out of the show, and she's like, "Hi, I'm the new 5th co-host of the Xbox Drive."
It's me, the Lockleth.
I mean,
Exactly.
you're the one that got the Xbox, so
I did. Per the community.
Throne.com/Lockleth.
Per the community that bought it for me, actually.
Throne.com/Lockleth. There's Steam games and galore. Just go have fun. Knock yourself out.
Please leave that. No, Throne is too much. We gotta get Fee. We gotta get Fee on there.
gotta get
okay?
Fee.
Yeah, for God's sakes, can we help Fee get a damn Xbox? Like, seriously.
I have to get a paycheck first, okay, Fee? just you wait, okay?
I got a job. I ain't got no paychecks yet.
Yeah.
Listen. As soon as that first paycheck comes through, at least $10 are going towards your Xbox,
At least
okay?
10.
At least, listen, I got bills, okay? So at least 10 are going towards your Xbox. I gotta save for a Switch too, but like every little bit, you'll see a little trickle, and you'll get there. I'll help you. Don't
Champ.
worry.
You'll get there.
You'll get there, bud. It'll be okay. Yeah.
You know what she'll do? She'll just take that and buy more Steam games. She'll buy Infinite.
No, it'll
Nikki
go towards her
DLC.
throne. It'll have to be
the
for
throne.
that.
The throne. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, what are you doing, Mitch?
Amateur hour. Come on.
Jeez.
Whatever. Are we done?
I think
Before
so.
we go, I'm going to thank all of our lovely supporters over at patreon.com/carpoolgaming. Our ultimate producers, Jonathan Brown, the man behind the music on this show and the PlayStation Drive. You can find him over at linktree/pme.jib. Cwagmire, who reminds you that the best babes are Xenobabes. And TechMike, who says whether you're Kevesi or Agnian, you are a Xenobabe at heart. I can't look at Lockleth because she's being funny.
I've heard these so many times I can mouth every line, but continue.
Well, do you want to just say them?
No, I don't know by memory. Continue.
Oh, okay. Our platinum producers, Smokin Joe, The Captain, and Tim Paullin. And gold members, Adam K, Anna, Awesome Dave 1337, Brad Moore, Brian Reese, Cecily Carrozza, Dan and Luma, Dannohh, Emily O'Kelly, Jan32, Liger Woods 330, Mr. Giggles, OldMrFrump, Patrice Mallette, Peje EP, Riley King, Solo, Stephen Keller, and Toxic. Lockleth, where can people find you on the internet?
You can find me tonight at youtube.com/@Lockleth. I don't know if we do the at symbol or not, but I'm saying it. Where I am going to be streaming some of that repo game, which stands for something that I cannot remember off the top of my head. Mitch may know it, but I don't know. And I'm going to be playing with my friends in the community, and it's super fun. You can find me only on Blue Sky and Instagram, even though I never post on Instagram, at Lockleth. But you can also find me here at Carpool Gaming on the Nintendo Drive every week. And if you're a patron, if you're a new patron, you can hear my voice, my lovely voice, you're welcome, on the Nintendo Drive post show. Yeah.
And the most recent mini indie van.
And that as well. And I believe a future Pants episode very soon. So,
Ooh.
teaser. There you go.
Teaser. Mitch, where can
Nice.
people find you?
You can find me everywhere on the internet at MitchPower1116. I'm gonna be streaming a lot of COD, so if you want to check out the new Warzone update, feel free to check out this weekend. I'll stream other stuff maybe one day.
Maybe.
I don't know. Probably
If
not.
he's got time.
If I have time, which I never.
He's not
do,
doing a
it's okay.
side hustle or two.
Yeah, a side hustle or 9, or trying to edit a show for free that I shouldn't agree to edit. You know, it's fine. But yeah, everywhere.
It was
Mitch
all
Power.
your idea.
It
It
was.
actually was.
From
That's
the
the worst
beginning.
part. I'm trying to be cool and have Carpool have more content, and then I done goofed and said I would do it all by myself.
Again,
so.
in the comments, how long is it going to take? Continue.
At MitchPower1116. Thank you. Comment
As
down
for
below.
me,
6 months.
Oh
You
my
can
God.
find me at Bowser13 on Xbox and PlayStation, at Bowser on Discord and Steam, and I don't know. Check out this beautiful flaming red
Oh.
and yellow hair, because I'm big mad.
Yes. Yes.
We didn't talk about that enough. Incredible hair.
Beautiful.
Incredible.
Beautiful. Jamie
I
approves.
wish I had some.
Tammy
Go on.
approves.
It's funny when Monday night after I got to the hotel for this work trip, I'm sitting there with one coworker. We're in the lobby, like deciding where we're going to go eat dinner, and we're talking about the guy that I dyed my hair specifically this way for.
Mhm.
and we were like sad that he wasn't going to be there. And then he walked into the lobby. I'm like, what are you doing here?
You spoke him into existence.
We spoke him into existence, and then he came over and said he liked my hair, and I was like, well, you better, because you
It was
caused
for
it.
you. You're welcome.
You set my hair on fire. You made me so mad. And he laughed. We had a good time. That's it. That's all. That's the story. That's why my hair looks like fire.
I
He
almost
always
said his
causes me
Govey
heartache.
name. I knew his name. I wasn't going to say it out loud.
Gummy name.
I've heard this story IRL, y'all.
Yeah, yep.
I haven't, so I'm
Nope.
happy to hear it.
Rip you.
Rip you.
Not good friends. Okay.
That is all. If you're here live, head on over to Lockleth's YouTube channel where we'll be playing some Repo. And until then,
Ooh, watch me
we'll see you.
cry.
Go
Watch
watch
her
her cry.
cry.
Bye.
Bye.
Thanks so much for tuning into this episode of the Xbox Drive. Now, before you drive off, be sure to like and subscribe on YouTube and follow Carpool Gaming on socials. Don't forget that we've got some awesome Xbox Drive merch on carpoolgaming.com, and you can also support the show on Patreon at patreon.com/carpoolgaming for exclusive content. Links to everything are in the description. We'll see you next week.